Good morning, boys and girls. 'Tis I, Youth and I are Fat Fire. Doing some hand cutting. As you can see why, this is like, it's brutal. It's all big boulders and it's wet. It's wetter than heck in here. Plus it don't help that it rains every 5 seconds. So we're just hand cutting. If Kimmy was going, I could run along the bottom and scoop this up, but it ain't going yet. Mar's been out with his back injury there. His back bothering him bad, so he's fixing the rotator on it. But anyway, I'm just going to throw a new chain on because I think I got my money's worth out of this one. I'm going to set y'all here. I'm going to try and finish up pretty early today. Try and get out of here by 1 or 12:30 or something. Going to Bunyan, the Big Bun. Yeah. Every time I spell it on the, I spell it B-U-N-Y, yeah, B-U-N-Y-U-N. I think that's how it's spelled. I don't know. But every time I do that, the friggin' spell correct on the thing spells it B-U-N-I-O-N, like onion. So I've decided to call it the bun. The Big Bun, baby. So anyway, I got a new chain. Oh, check this out. How do you like this for a little cubby hole, huh? Got my little pouch, my tool pouch, my wedges, my hammer. Actually, my nice Go Devil and the shovel up there, that blue S-Wing hammer. Axe. There I got my gas and oil. Works good. Throw it all in there and carry it around. I even got my chainsaw pants on today. I don't like them. Way too heavy. These will get you hurt because they're too heavy. They weigh about 75 pounds. You start sweating in them and it's like wearing lead on your legs. So I think I'll just take my chances without them. Sorry, safety Nazis. They're my goddamn legs. But I'd rather cut a leg than... I've never cut myself ever in 40 years, so I'm not real worried about it. But I'd rather cut myself in the leg than trip because I can't walk because I'm wearing lead-lined pants and fall onto the saw and cut my throat open. And yes, that can happen. So I think I'll leave that up to me to decide how I like to work. So, but I do think it'd be safer running around in my underwear than these things. They're just too heavy. They're literally, I bet you they weigh 25 pounds. And then they can't manage to make them so they fit you. I could put another person in here with me. And you go to step over something and they bind and trip you, and chaps are the most horrible thing that was ever invented. So I know the safety Nazis don't like that, but I don't have any insurance that the safety Nazis. I'm self-insured, so I don't worry about what they think. I really don't need them in my life. I've made it 53 years without them. So. But anyway, so again, I'm all about safety, but I'll make that call because I honestly think it's safer being able to move. You can't, these things are so heavy. I already over there, I tripped over a vine, and you can't pick your leg up high enough because they're so baggy, and they fetch my, I tripped and fell down in the rocks already because of these. I was wearing my jeans yesterday, my Dickies pants, whatever I was wearing, and I didn't have no trouble. But these things are, they'd be all right in the winter, but I don't even know about that though, because the bulk, like even in the winter, they get heavy with snow and stuff. I can't get around good in them, so whatever. And I probably should wear something, but I'm on Plavix and stuff from that heart attack stuff a few years ago, and all that happy horse shit. Quadruple bypass and all that. I got the zipper club thing going, stents and blah blah blah. My heart's alright, my arteries are all clogged up because, what is it? Coronary artery disease. It runs in a family, both sides, everybody, a lot of people have it. I guess they blame it on all, or whatever, but it's just hereditary and genetic. But anyway. So I'm going to head out to Bunyan in a few hours. Try and get this whole section done before it rains. Probably a couple loads in here to get, or load or so, whatever, and then we'll be done with it. And I'm gonna call it a long weekend. I'm gonna go out and look at that new Ryan's head. I'm pretty excited about that. They also told me this morning, talked to Josh out there, kid who builds the stuff out there at Ryan's. He says, hey, I got a grapple saw I want you to look at. So I'm very interested in putting a grapple saw on the other excavator, because even if you didn't have the felling head, I can come in like Wade does and just clean this right up. So because I've got the 160, the JCB sits around most of the time doing nothing, so I could plumb that, or just put it on Kimmy too, drop the saw head. But it just makes a heck of a good, you know, chasing machine, you know, shovel, whatever. So, and like my big shovel works excellent, but it's heavy, and you need a big wide road. You need 12-foot wide tram, and then if it's real muddy and wet, that thing just, I mean, it's heavy. It's a 35-ton machine. Plus, it's a little bit overkill. You know, the 160s will handle this little pole wood like. If you were doing big monstrous West Coast logs, you'd want that big shovel, but those little 160s handle this stuff good. And they're fast, they're light. If you get them stuck, you can pull them out with a winch on the skidder. You know, or go get your shovel, go get your scoop, put it back on, dig yourself out. Just a lot of little advantages like that. A lot less fuel, a lot less bottom. It's, you know, you beat the shit out of a bottom running through this stuff, no doubt about it. But the bottom on Kimmy is $7,500 versus 15 or 18 for the shovel, you know. So I mean, that's a big difference. Clean this air cleaner, just knock the dust out of it. I'm running my old 372. I really like this saw. Well, it's not old. It's the one I picked up last year at Bun Bun. I might get one this year too if they got a fantastic deal. I don't really need it, but for that money, ever ran over a saw or, you know, whatever, blew it up. I don't run them enough to, I mean, they'll last me for years because I don't really run them enough to blow them up. But a lot of times though, a contractor will start in and, you know, I'll help them out, give them a used saw for cheap money and, you know, get them started or whatever. Because the contractor's supposed to run their own saws, which they do. So. But anyway, I don't mind scooping them up at a good price, you know. So, oh, fuel this baby up. I don't know. I got a crack in that lens. I don't know if you can tell or not. The last video, I noticed it, I think. But I don't know how it dropped and got hammered up somehow. But, so it did. So I just got a couple more to cut right here and I'm done. K's on the 450 Timberjack cable. We took the grapple back off. It's just so bony down in here. You can't make any time with a grapple skidder. So we've just been putting 3 or 4 together and scooping them up the hill to the main path. Whatever. It seems to be pretty good. If I had Kimmy or the excavator set up like I'm talking about, I could bunch this stuff and cut the tops out of it in 2 seconds. I'm kind of old and lazy. I don't, well, I've been leaving a lot of the tops on anyway. If I can get to them easy, I'll get them, but I'm not walking back up and down these stone hills 400,000 times to top and limb, because the delimbers will bust the limbs and tops out of this stuff fast. So it does make it a little harder to put up the hill, but I'd really rather not cut my head off rolling around in the rocks any more than I have to. So everybody's been Dano didn't come yesterday. He had that flu crud's going around. Bad. Hope you all don't get it. It's got, you get a fever like 103 a couple days. So I don't know if he's back today or not. He was not good yesterday. Called me yesterday morning at 5:30. He said, man, I ain't gonna make it. So Ryan's learning the cutter, so I put him over on the other side, some easier ground to cut. And then this, Danny didn't want to take a big cutter in here anyway, and I don't blame him, because it's so wet in between these rocks. You bound off a big rock, and then you go into this yellow dirt, you might sink 3 feet. It's just terrible. Terrible. I mean, I even got a road in here, and the grapple skidder don't want to go very much. Alright. see if I can reposition this thing. I'll break it here.